In the heart of the Islamic world, between the hot sands and the blue skies of the east, a little boy was born in the Iraqi city of Tikrit in 1137 AD, who would later become one of the greatest leaders in history, Saladin al-Ayyubi. At a time when the Islamic lands were divided between warring dynasties, the need arose for a leader to unite the ranks and lead the nation to its ancient glory. Al-Ayyubi. I was born and raised in a distinguished military family. My father, Najem al-Din Ayyub, was a prominent ruler and commander, and my uncle, Asad al-Din Shirkuh, was one of the great generals. From a young age, I was immersed in the leadership and war lessons I received from dynasties. The need arose for a leader to unite the ranks and lead the nation to its ancient glory. When he reached his 20s, Saladin emerged as a brilliant military leader under his uncle Shirkuh, participating in many battles against the Crusaders and Fatimids. His first steps towards fame were when he was able to control Egypt and establish the Ayyubid state after the fall of the Fatimid state, thereby achieving unity between Egypt and the Levant. But Saladin's greatest challenge came in the summer of 1187 AD, when he led his army to confront the Crusaders in the famous Battle of Hattin. This battle was a turning point in the Crusades. With his military intelligence and inimitable tactics, Saladin was able to achieve a crushing victory over the armies of the Crusaders. After this victory, he set off towards Jerusalem, the holy city, and was able to liberate it after 88 years of Crusader occupation. The liberation of Jerusalem was not just a military victory, but a lesson in tolerance and compassion. When Saladin entered the city, he showed high humanity and tolerance that was rare in that era, as he did not resort to bloodshed and ensured the security of the residents and their places of worship. Saladin's fame extended to Europe, where many legends and stories were woven around him. Even his enemies respected him and praised his nobility and generosity. He was an exemplary leader, not only in his courage and military prowess, but also in his morals and humanity. Even after his death in 1193 AD, Saladin's legacy lives on. He left behind a strong and prosperous state, a sense of unity among Muslims, and established values of tolerance and justice that continue to inspire generations to this day. In the memory of history, Saladin al-Ayyubi remains a symbol of heroism and nobility, and a story that echoes through the ages to tell the story of an exceptional leader who changed the course of history. Saladin al-Ayyubi Citadel, a fortress of greatness and the history of Cairo. In the heart of Cairo, on top of the majestic Makatim mountain, stands the citadel of Saladin, which is considered one of the greatest and most famous military castles in the history of military architecture. This magnificent castle was built under the guidance of one of the greatest military leaders in Islamic history, Saladin al-Ayyubi, and throughout the ages it has witnessed pivotal historical events that are narrated with heroism and amazing details. The beginning of the story, Saladin's dream. In 1176 AD, the great leader Saladin al-Ayyubi decided to build a fortified castle on top of Mount Makatim, which was then known as the Dome of the Air. Saladin's dream was for this castle to be an invincible fortress, dominating Cairo and representing Islamic military power. Little did he know that his dream would be amazingly fulfilled, not only during his lifetime, but that it would be a symbol of greatness and nobility for centuries to come. But Saladin, who was busy with many battles and conquests, was unable to complete the construction of the castle. After his death, the task was taken over by Sultan al-Kamil bin al-Adil, who completed the construction and made the castle his royal residence. Building and construction secrets. The castle, also known as the Mountain Castle, contains exquisite architectural details. In the western side of the castle, there is the step door, which bears an inscription that tells the story of the construction of the castle and reflects the greatness of Saladin. The historical text written on the door tells us, "In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful, he ordered the construction of this splendid citadel, adjacent to the guarded one of Cairo, which brought benefit, improvement, and abundance to those who sought refuge under the shadow of his kingdom and for protection. Our Lord, King al-Nasser, the peace of the world and the religion, Abu al-Muzaffar Yusuf bin Ayyub, the state of the commander of the faithful, in the eyes of his brother and his crown prince. The just king, Saif al-Din Abu Bakr Muhammad Khalil, the commander of the faithful, at the hands of the prince of his kingdom and the appointee of his state, Karakosh ibn Abdullah al-Maliki al-Nasiri, in the year 579. Among Saladin's greatest achievements in the citadel was digging a deep well in the rock. This well, which reaches a depth of 90 meters, was considered an engineering miracle at the time, as it provided water to the castle in the event of siege, which demonstrates the ingenuity of Saladin's design and strategic thinking. Great doors, keys to the castle. The castle is distinguished by its majestic doors, which serve as the main entry points into this fortified stronghold. Makatam Gate. It was known as Makatam Gate because it was located next to the historic Makatam Tower. A wall with merlons was added to this gate during the time of Muhammad Yakin Pasha, who renovated it and added a palace and facilities to it. Today, this gate is known as the Salah Salem Gate, but unfortunately, many of its original features have been lost. The new gate, it was built during the reign of Muhammad Ali Pasha to replace the old step gate. This door is distinguished by its magnificent facade and detailed inscriptions that tell stories from the era of Muhammad Ali Pasha. Muhammad Ali Pasha also paved a sloped road to facilitate passage to the citadel, and today it is known as New Bab Street. Al-Wastani Gate. It is believed that this door got its name because it is located in the middle of the castle, between several important sections. During the time of Muhammad Ali Pasha, the door underwent some modifications and renovations, but its history remains part of the architectural fabric of the castle. Citadel Gate, currently known as the Military Museum Gate, it is the inner door that separates the military city from the Sultanate city. This door is considered an important entry point that represents the history of the castle and its military status. The citadel through the ages, from power to culture. Since its construction, the Saladin citadel has undergone many transformations. In the Ayyubid era, it served as a fortified military stronghold dominating Cairo and Fustat. During the Mamluk era, the citadel continued to play its role as a power center and political capital. The castle also witnessed the entry of the French campaign in 1798, and then Muhammad Ali Pasha took power and began to renovate and rehabilitate the castle. Today, the citadel of Salah al-Din al-Ayyubi is one of the most important tourist attractions in Cairo. Visitors can enjoy a tour of its ancient corridors, and discover its deep history and wonderful architectural details. The castle remains a symbol of historical grandeur and architectural creativity, and a facade that embodies the strength of Islamic civilization and its long history.
Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell button to receive all new updates.